I'm Carly, this is Evan and Ripley. We have a dream to complete America's Great Loop. So in order to make that happen, we bought this boat. Between now and 2025, we're taking you along with as we document every step of the journey to make our dream a reality. We hope you'll join us for the adventure. We are live, back on the boat, and today we are doing a little bit more of the tedious boat work. So some of the things on our agenda today, number one, pump out. We have not pumped out on this boat since we've owned it, at least, which has been 2 or 3 months now. And I don't know the last time the previous owner had it pumped out. So we are going to do that. Number two, we finally got our sign, our vinyl sign for the name of our boat that we need to put on the transom. So we need to remove the sign that's on there right now, clean it up. I'm not exactly sure what that looks like. We may need to sand it down. There's some previous paint, so we need to get that all cleaned up so the next time we are ready to put the sign on. Number three, I want to measure the windows because I want to put some screens on them. There's no screens right now, and I just think with the bugs, it will be much better with having the windows open. And anything else, Evan, on the agenda today?
Start the engine, hopefully.
Start the engine, he said, but we're going to do that to get the pump out. More than anything, we wanted to come and check up on the boat since it is about 30 minutes from where we live. It's been really rainy lately, as I'm sure you've seen in the news. There's been some downpouring, flash flooding here in South Florida. So we have a couple leaks that we need to deal with and kind of figure out how we're gonna go about that. But we just thought we would take you along for some of these tedious boat chores. Before we get any further into the video, I'm gonna take you guys back 2 weeks ago. I was out of town and Evan got busy to installing the mounts for our Magma grill, which were so graciously provided by Kesper Supply. We mentioned them in our last video, and like we had said, we're gonna keep mentioning them because they have been so awesome towards us and sent us several free things, which we are so very grateful for. So let's show you that.
It is Saturday and it's boat work time. We are going to head down to the boat, do a couple projects. Of course, every project starts with a trip to Home Depot. And we are going to get some hardware for the ram mounts, and we need hardware for the Magma grill mount. Buying hardware for a boat is definitely a little bit more expensive and challenging. You got to think about vibrations and movement, corrosion. I'm going to use some lock washers where I can versus just screws. But let's go inside, see what we can't get ourselves into for getting these things mounted. Always bring what you need to the hardware store because it limits the amount of trips you have to take back. Make sure you get the right size. So I'm gonna take those in with me and out we go. All right, we got the goods. $22 later. I think we're going to start with the phone mounts. I think those will be a little bit easier than the grill. Less drilling, and the holes we got to drill are a little bit lighter. Here is our typical view out the front while driving. I'm thinking somewhere out of the way over here. I thought about right in line, but I like that it's over here. We have a charger as well, so we can run the cord right up here, charge it, and still not have a obstructive view. I kind of like where these other pieces are already, so we'll try to keep it in this little area. But I do need to go under. I already took the doors out to see what's under here. Make sure I'm not going to be screwing into anything. I think we're clear. It's also pretty thick, so I might not even be screwing all the way through. You can see like right here, nothing has popped through, even though there's a mount for another screen. Yeah, this stuff is pretty solid. I think we're good. Shouldn't run into anything, poke through, won't be an issue. So let's give it a shot. Got the tools I need, little silicone, and here we go. Definitely a lot harder to drill through and use screws for fiberglass. Definitely learning as I go. Maybe bolts would be better. We'll see. It is definitely solid, but I don't want to strip anything out. It's not very heavy either, but sure does beat our phones falling over, using them for navigation. So here is what it looks like. You just pinch it, throw the phone in there, it holds it, and you can make it adjustable however you want, but should work great. So here is the back of the boat. We like to keep this space open as much as possible. With Kesper Supply, very grateful for them and the partnership that they sent us these Magma grill mounts. You can flip these up and these posts fit right down into there. Super sturdy. We can grill out back here, enjoy the beautiful view when we're anchored up, and it's out of the way.
All right, we are back to present day, and they look so good.
Yeah, we had a ton of rain. Looks like it stayed dry. Line them up, and they go.
So easy.
Super easy, and it locked in place, so we're in. Which is great. You still got access to clean it out.
Now it's out of the way and we don't have to put a table anywhere here. And I think what we're gonna do, we were discussing getting a cover for this so that way we can just leave it on all the time. That way we don't have to keep taking it off and putting it inside. It can just stay here out of the way and have a home base.
Yeah, works great.
Evan is already taking his shirt off.
Since 90 degrees, might as well take my shirt off. Question for the audience. I don't have a lot of experience with clotheslines, but am going to on the loop. How do you properly use it? Do you put the clothesline right in this hole, or do you shove it as far as you can into it? I've tried both ways, just as far down into the crease, but maybe you're supposed to line it up with that little hole. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell us.
Let us know. Once we got situated on the boat, it was time to leave the dock yet again for our very first pump out. Of course, right when we were leaving, the lawn crew came and it was extremely hard to hear each other, so it was just another reminder that we need those trusty little marriage savers, also known as headphones.
We're not hitting there, are we? No. Okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good?
Yep. We did it.
We just got out of the slip. Carly did a great job down below. Because we don't have a bow thruster, we always undo the stern line last. That way the current kind of pushes our bow out. She did a good job. We did have lawn people there, so we were like shouting over top of the weed eater and everything, so that was a bit of a challenge, but we're out. It's a short little cruise up to the pump out station. Good to get the motor running again.
Full of flowers, bathtub soaking the dishes. Got a couch in the den, bet we all just hang in the kitchen. Pilates in the guest room. Pizza on the coffee table.
You don't have any boats coming behind you or in front, so that's good. How's your depth? Hey, you're okay.
I got a good crew, and I'm telling you that I wouldn't change a single thing. 'Cause if
You're gonna be fine with this boat. Don't worry too much about that.
Coming down.
Yep, we're good. There's no creek up here. All right, now what do you want? You still want to move forward?
Now I want to pull that end in.
Where? There's a cleat on this side right here.
Yeah, as tight as you can.
Are we okay here? Like, is that
It's
hitting?
okay. There's another. Oh, did you start it already? No.
I think like the trash, this is gonna be your job. Checking the suction.
Okay.
Don't get it too close to your face.
It's not that dirty.
It's still gross.
Okay, swipe away.
Card read. Okay, read card. 1 moment. Authorizing. Card approved.
Is there a start button anywhere? Or?
Isn't there an on? Is there an on there?
Oh, it's sucking.
There it goes. Woo! Our first pump out. How's it feel?
I hope the suction holds. Getting lighter.
Yeah. We are at the Delray City Marina, and I believe it is $2.50 for every 3 minutes of pump out. So I don't really know how that compares to other places for a pump out, but to deal with our waste, $2.50 is pretty nice. Total sale, $2.50.
We just had a very successful pump out. Now we're heading back. Definitely learned a little bit about the pump out systems. I don't know how all the others are going to be, but that was clean. I mean, I thought it was pretty sanitary. Just a valve, all suction with rubber fitting. But Harley's taking us home. The sun's actually coming out, so
Yeah.
it's been beautiful.
I don't mind the clouds, as long as it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
Keeps it a little bit cooler.
First experience was $2 and what, 50 cents?
$2.50.
So maybe we're lighter too.
I don't know how much lighter. Okay, I really wish we would have filmed dividing this into thirds because it was quite funny. But John left us with this 141-foot rope, and it's just too long for us. It's just too much rope to work with. So we divided it into thirds, which makes it, oh sorry, the total length was 124. Now we've divided it into 3 ropes that will be 41 feet each, and we are going to cut it so they will be easier to use for us. As you may remember from the beginning of the video, cutting a rope was not on our agenda for the day, but after our short cruise, of course something came up, and this is one of the things that we wanted to tackle right away.
Boom.
Woo! Look at that. Okay, well, I think we are learning very quickly that the plans you have are not always what you're gonna get done on the boat. And also, however long you think something's gonna take, plan triple. It is past 4 o'clock now, and we have decided that we are tapping out, and we're ready for a little early dinner and happy hour. And the Florida heat is no joke, let me tell you. Like, it's no joke. We love it down here, but the heat and humidity is no joke. So, more to come in the next video. We are gonna get our new boat name on our boat eventually. Eventually we will. And I will take you along in the future when we finally get around to the screens project, but I think we're calling it a day. For now, love you, bye. Successful day at work.